2020 has not been the new year, new start we were all hoping for. And sometimes when you open your phone to scroll through social media, the news you see while scrolling through your feed sometimes only makes it worse. We all could use a pick-me-up right now, even if it's only for a couple of minutes, so we've been relying on some of our favorite influencers who are working overtime to push out the kind of content that keeps us smiling even during the toughest times. And while you may not have heard of all these influencers, they are sure to make you smile. So to help brighten up those news feeds and bring some joy into your life, we curated a list of 13 funny influencers you should be following right now, and we're going to count them down for you right here on Listed.
Let's start with number 13. Now, you might have not heard of him yet, but once you give his videos a watch, I am sure he's going to be one of your favorite follows.
Number 13 is none other than Lehmann. He shares hilarious, relatable content from his point of view, and his videos get thousands and thousands of views. He talks about everything from his sexuality to pop culture and everything in between. One of his most viewed videos is Things Girls Say to Gay Guys, and it's full of pure gold.
Okay, are you an Anthony, JVN, Karamo, Tan, or the guy who makes beds? I can't believe we're even talking. With those abs, you probably have like 35,000 followers. Yes! 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 I have this friend. I'm gonna hook you up. He's gay.
Nick also does tons of funny characters like this mum who is on the phone with her kids.
Can you hear me? Hello? Okay, just call the landline. Hi, is that that's much better, isn't it? I'm good, your dad is killing me. Am I on speakerphone? I just heard that song, Thank You Next. I love that, Ariella. I'm on the phone! Sorry. How's Jennifer? You know, I never liked her.
And he's even creating hilarious content during this time, like this video for that friend that hasn't been following any of the social distancing guidelines.
Your friend is sending you this video because they saw you posting on social media that you're at a bar, a restaurant, out and about in massive, large groups of people, and they wanted me to tell you that you're a f***ing idiot and you're selfish. So don't do that anymore, and don't post about it, because it's embarrassing.
And we're not the only ones who think Nick is hilarious. NBC Universal recently put into development a show he wrote called Like Son, Like Father, which is about an out and proud gay man who finds himself in the position of assuming the role of his newly outed father's gay mentor and new roommate. We can't wait to watch Nick's show whenever it hits our screens. Okay, next up at number 12 is another funny guy who goes by the name Bomanizer on his Instagram, but his full name is Boman Martinez-Reid.
This season on Read It and Read It.
I'm not only back, but I've returned.
Hello, ugly. What's up?
I have stripped away the negative aspects of my life. We're thriving. I'm thriving.
Pretty much everything he posts is funny, but there is one series of his in particular that we can't get enough of. He does this thing where he acts out a real-life scenario as if it was reality TV, and it's beyond hilarious. Here's one of our favorites that I think we can all relate to, especially now.
So I'm back home, hanging out with my friends, Eden and Taryn.
So how are you guys doing?
Good. Eden starts coughing directly into my mouth.
Oh my god.
And here's another one. Seriously, each video Boman posts is funnier than the last.
So I'm sitting outside, largely minding my business.
Hello? It's not good for you to always be on your phone.
This entire concept of his is also fully fleshed out on his YouTube channel in his comedy reality series called Read It and Weep. He's got 3 seasons of it up there for you to binge at your convenience. Alright, next up, number 11 on our list is known for being hilarious on Twitter, Barstool's very own Ellie Schnitt. Seriously, you guys, if you aren't following Ellie on Twitter, you're sleeping on some seriously funny dating content that will have you laughing regardless of your relationship status. Ellie tweets things like, remember in middle school you could just give someone a stick of gum and that would be enough for them to like you? Now you have to have a personality and interests. Ugh, so annoying. And I love a man in glasses. It's like, OMG, maybe he can read. And Ellie has also been putting out relatable content during this time, tweeting things like, so excited for my post-quar cry and rally in a bar bathroom like, ooh, who will be the subject? What will the drunk strangers in line tell me to make me feel better? And before we all had to hang at home, she would also post hilarious dating and going out content like this tweet where she wrote, Baramat does not have Spotify Premium? An ad just played? Holy like, I will give you the $7 a month, this is just upsetting. And outside of just being hilarious on Twitter, Ellie has her own podcast with Barstool Sports called Schnitt Talk, where she talks about many of the same things she talks about on Twitter.
There's a guy that's going to walk up to you, and he's 10 times hotter than the guy that you've been hooking up with, and he's going to want to talk you up, and you're going to be thinking in the back of your head, but what about Brad? No! We don't do that here. No.
So moral of the story here, both Ellie's podcast and her tweets are well worth your time. Alright, number 10 on our list is none other than stand-up comedian, writer, and all-round funny girl, Jenny Yang. Jenny not only tours as a stand-up comic, she also has written for many outlets including our sister publication, Elle Magazine, and oh yeah, she makes hilarious viral digital comedy shorts. And Jenny isn't afraid to take some of the toughest topics and find the humor in them. Like this video she recently posted during one of our current global crises.
The coronavirus has a lot of Americans scared of Asians. So Andrew Yang says we can't make them be less racist, we just have to be more American. Let's see if that works. Come on. I'm ready to be more American. No takers.
That video has gone viral on Twitter with thousands and thousands of views, likes, and retweets. And Jenny isn't afraid to get real with her followers, whether it's a visit to the gynecologist or even only doing push-ups when there's candy involved. All of her posts are funny, and an added bonus, if you're a fan of the game Animal Crossing, Jenny hosts stand-up comedy shows in the game called Comedy Crossing. Seriously, you won't want to miss the hashtag Tom Nook is over party jokes. Jenny posts about the shows all on her social media pages, so that's just another reason to follow her. Alright, next up at number 9 is Salice Rose. And you have probably at least come across her page because she has over 11 million Instagram followers and counting. But if you don't actually follow her, you're missing out on some seriously hilarious content. We especially love anything she films with her adorable grandpa. Like when she tried to teach her grandpa some TikTok dances.
Uno, dos, tres, muévete.
Muévete, mano.
Uno, dos, tres, muévete.
Or when she was teaching him some common English phrases.
Hey, you single? You're single? Yes, I am. Are you married?
These two are just too cute together.
You should call me sometime.
You call in your time.
You should call me sometime.
Call in part-time.
Seriously, we need more content from Salice and her grandpa. Alright, next on our list at number 8 is Trey Kennedy. Trey has a variety of hilarious content, but some of his best posts are his Girls in the Fall and Girls in the Summer videos. They are comedy gold.
I love new seasons. Weather and The Bachelor. I love that the trees remind us that sometimes change is good. Humpty Dumpty isn't the only one having a great fall. Woo! Hallelujah! Not only are the leaves falling, but so are my standards.
And now that we've moved into summer, Trey's got this one for us.
It's so good to unplug. Does anyone have a charger? Venti iced mocha macchiato with coconut milk? Girls, slow down. Hey, let's just say these shorts aren't safe for the chafe. Ugh.
And he also has a whole catalogue of hilarious videos from everything from learning how to use TikTok to this video he titled No One. People who did theatre.
Wait, do I need to change? I can do it like super fast. I did quite a few costume changes in all the plays I started.
Let's get down to business. Ha! To defeat the... I have an audition today. Let me practice.
We're ordering pizza? That reminds me of when we got food delivered to the theater backstage. Theater probs.
You seriously won't regret giving Trey a follow. And we all know that this year has been the year of TikTok, so obviously we have to include a hilarious TikToker. Coming in at number 7 is Sydney Bell on TikTok. She's got millions of likes on the platform and may be one of the most underrated accounts. Sure, she does dances, models, and is a total fashionista, but we love her because she's downright funny. Sydney will definitely make your For You page more fun as you scroll through. This is one of her most popular TikToks with over 2.1 million views and 400,000 likes, and I think we can all relate to it right about now.
Hey Mom, I have a project for school. Can you help me? Yeah, honey, what's the project about? COVID 1999. Mom. Girl, shut up and do your homework. Fine, I'll just Google it.
And Sydney has zero time for the haters. Yes, girl.
Clearly, I don't give a
Sydney has tons of followers on other social platforms too, but we think her best work is on TikTok. So if you want to add some humor to your For You page, follow her. Okay, next up is another comedy queen, Heather McMahan, who is number 6 on this list of funny influencers you absolutely need to be following. If you like funny characters, Heather takes this to a whole new level. She creates her own characters and does celebrity parodies of people like Kris Jenner and Food Network's Ina Garten. This might be her best Kris Jenner clip, and she doesn't play your perfectly polished Kris. She is the Kris if she totally cracked.
Courtney's on Capitol Hill speaking about the dangers of makeup. I think she forgot 2 of her sisters have makeup lines. Kim is showing her little Armenian puff pastry all over the interwebs, and Kanye is a dragon brother with Donald Trump. I mean, it's like, you gotta just stop, everybody.
And Heather's Ina Garten is equally hilarious.
Smells like money. I forgot a key ingredient, excuse me.
Ah, there she is.
I always top off my chicken with Dijonais mustard straight from Provence, France. I actually bought this when a pigeon brought it to me as I was laying in a field of lavender.
If you've ever seen Ina's show Barefoot Contessa, Heather's impression is equally spot on and funny all at the same time. But some of her own made-up characters are even funnier than her celebrity parodies. This is Rosie, your nosy neighbor, who is her character that's totally obsessed with the Nextdoor app.
Anyways, stick with me, because I'll tell you exactly what's happening on in your neck of the woods. Got him right there. Oh, okay, let me tell you something. I am in a feudal battle with this named Janet down the street. You know why? Because her son, she said, my son's not speeding. I said, yes, he is. 16 years old, just got a brand new Mustang. What kind of child needs horsepower like that?
I mean, between Rosie, Kris, and Ina, Heather had me hooked. And on top of her grid posts, her stories may be the funniest part of her page. She has been serving up hilarious content while isolating at home.
I just feel like we're in a global pandemic, but we have enough time to do this shit. Oh, for f***'s sake. Nope. What is happening?
Heather has also made appearances on TV, has her own podcast, and will be continuing on her stand-up tour once all this social distancing is over. So if you aren't following her, you're missing out on tons of videos that could be bringing joy to your day. Okay, next up at number 5, we're gonna break the rules for a second and do a little tie here at number 5. We have 2 accounts for this one, but they are kind of similar, so we threw them both in at number 5. Whatever, don't be mad about it. It's more funny content for you, and we're just all having a good time. So the tie at number 5 goes to Gary Janetti and Nori's Black Book. They are both Instagram accounts that post meme-type content that usually has me on the floor laughing. In Gary's posts, he usually acts as the voice of Prince William and Kate Middleton's son Prince George, and Nori's Black Book shares the pseudo-thoughts of Kim and Kanye's daughter, Northwest. Now let's start with Gary. He posts memes like this one where he takes a headline about someone in the royal family and reacts with a photo and caption as George. His biggest comedy target has been Meghan Markle, but Gary has made it clear in the past that he has nothing against Meghan and only targets her as Prince George as part of his comedy. Like this headline that says, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to lose their HRH titles after new deal thrashed out by Palace. And Gary responds as Prince George saying, oh my god, there'll be people. He's totally ruthless and totally savage. But he also pokes fun at all the other royals, like Prince William and even the Queen. And the person who runs Nori's Black Book does the same thing, but in the voice of Northwest. They do things like call North's sibling Sam, and poke fun at the entire Kardashian family. Here's a fan favorite where Nori's Black Book says, #Throwback Thursday. Remember when these people embarrassed me on national television? I'd even put up with this again if it meant I could leave the house. I really took things for granted. And again, just total savagery. And you guys, the faux Kardashian social account is followed by both Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian on Instagram, so we know it has the family's approval. Okay, now let's move on from the pseudo kiddo accounts to one of the funniest girls ever. Coming in at number 4 is Courtney Parchman, aka Average Fashion Blogger. And her name is exactly what she is. She pokes fun at real fashion bloggers, but does a very average job, and her videos are some of the funniest videos out there. And Courtney isn't afraid to go all out for her videos, even if that means cutting her own hair.
I'm going to be showing you how to get a full-on eyebrow makeover for under $2. So what you do is you just figure out your eyebrow length along with your hair, and you're going to kind of get a range for how long you should cut it off. Okay, I'm going to be using this trim. Oh, there I am! Look at me. You're just going to cut it right on that line where you decided was it good. I'm going to snip that. Snip! Everyone let me hear you! Snip! Snip! Okay.
And again, the end result is both ridiculous and hilarious all at the same time. And like many of these other creators, she's got loads of hundreds of funny posts already on her feed, but her new stuff keeps getting funnier and funnier. One of her recent videos is a favorite amongst her fans, and in the caption she wrote, "Went around Beverly Hills yesterday and performed for the security cameras at the nice houses. Successful day of networking."
Courtney from Dallas. Just kidding, it's acting.
Seriously, if that didn't sell you on following Courtney, I don't know what will. Okay, next up at number 3, one of my absolute faves, Rickey Thompson. Whether or not you follow Rickey, I feel like you've probably seen his face because he's gone viral so many times on social media. Like seriously, anytime I'm having a bad day, I watch this video of his on repeat. Yes, you're welcome.
You! I'm talking to YLU! Yeah, I said it. If you're having a bad day today, get the up. Get up, okay? To whatever hurt you today, that. Yeah, I said that. That. You were too poppin' to be moping around, baby.
And he's all about celebrating others, like in his now viral International Women's Day video, which has over 3 million views.
PSA is International Women's Day, which means, ladies, today is all about you. Embrace the fact that you are beautiful, that you are strong, and that you are powerful. I love each and every one of you beautiful women. I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do.
And if you just need a little positive energy and dancing, Rickey can do that too. He's booked and busy, baby. So if you're not one of the millions of people who follow Rickey on Instagram, YouTube, or anywhere else he posts his content, what are you waiting for? He is sure to bring the good vibes and positivity to your feed. Okay, next up on our list is a funny lady who might be just one of the funniest people of all time. Her name? Celeste Barber. What does she do? This. If you've spent enough time on the internet over the past few years, you've probably stumbled across at least one of Celeste's hilarious posts where she pokes fun at celebrities' pictures by parodying them. She's an Australian comedian who started the hashtag Celeste Challenge Accepted in 2015 as a joke with her sister, and her posts quickly went viral as she made parodies like this one where she tries to dance like Miley Cyrus, or this video where she pokes fun at Gwyneth Paltrow.
Good morning. My skin is super soft. With our overnight glow peel, I wake up feeling fresh and glowy and ready to start my day.
Good morning. I like to leave my makeup on overnight so I don't have to do it in the morning, and I'm ready for the day. Bye.
Or this one where she tries to look sexy on the beach like Britney Spears. Seriously, each one is just funnier than the last, and she has over 1,200 hilarious pieces of content just like that on her Instagram page. And Celeste's photos are just as funny, if not even funnier than her videos. She's just totally fearless and isn't afraid to make fun of both herself and celebs to create a great post. And she's blown up so much on social media that she's even got her own stand-up comedy special now.
I love me a drunk mum. There's usually two types of drunk mums at my show, right? One group's like, "Hey, I'm drunk, I haven't slept at all, I'm drunk and I'm out." Hello. I see you. Yeah.
The entire special is available on iTunes if you want to buy it, but following Celeste Barber on Instagram is totally free, you guys, and I guarantee she will make you laugh. Alright, are you ready for it? Coming in at number 1 on our list of funny influencers you should be following is none other than Benito Skinner, aka Benny Drama.
Stormy.
Benny does the funniest impressions and goes all out in his videos, and they pretty much go viral. One of his more recent videos is his Billie Eilish in Isolation parody, and it's hilarious.
Yo, Dad, why smell like booty cheeks in here, bruh? Mom, where are my Heelys, bro? I'm so freaking bored, bro.
Benny also recently did a video as Britney Spears in her burned down gym. This one is one of my favorites.
Hey guys, I'm actually in my gym right now. I haven't been in here for like 6 months because I actually burnt my gym down. I left 2 vanilla cupcake Yankee candles burning, and one thing led to another. So yeah, I burned my gym down.
So clearly Benny Drama is keeping up with the times and keeping us all laughing while we are doing our best to hang at home. And speaking of keeping up, honestly, my favorite video parody of Benny's of all time is this Keeping Up with the Kardashians teaser that I watch anytime I need a laugh.
I just literally don't even want to do glam. Courtney doesn't even want to do glam. Courtney doesn't even want to do glam. Mason, get off live. Mason, it's just like I told Sophia. You can't get an Instagram until you turn 13.
But some of his best content is his older stuff, and lucky for us, it all lives on his Instagram page. Benny's videos are the kinds we can watch over and over again and laugh every time. Like this Legally Blonde parody video he made as Kim Kardashian applying to law school.
I'm able to recall hundreds of important details at the drop of a Yeezy. Hey, doll. Do you know what happened on Keeping Up last night? Why, yes, Mom, I do. Once again, we joined Courtney in the search for her identity.
And this video of him playing Anthony from Queer Eye so well, it made us do a double take. Oh, and also, you may see another familiar face in this one from earlier in this video.
I am joined today by a very, very dear friend of mine, Miss Ina Garten.
Thank you for having me, Antonio. My Jeffrey is a huge fan of yours.
And as he's grown to over 1 million followers, Benny can also be seen on Comedy Central, where he does everything from dressing up to go to VidCon.
My name is Shade, and I'm here at VidCon with Comedy Central. I'm extremely anxiety-ridden, as everyone here is a prepubescent teen wearing Forever 21. Let's talk to them.
To telling embarrassing stories from growing up.
Hi, my name is Benito Skinner, and this is the time I played football to stay in the closet and still ended up doing drag.
Regardless of where you watch Benny's content, whether it's on Instagram, YouTube, or on Comedy Central, he's always hilarious and would be well worth a follow. Alright you guys, so that concludes our list. Obviously, we couldn't include every funny influencer, but we hope you learned about someone new you want to follow that can bring some joy to your feed. Make sure you let me know in the comment section below which of these funny creators you're most excited to follow, and also share any funny ones you might have that we didn't mention. Also, if you want to catch up on some OG favorites from the early 2000s, click right over here for another Clevver video. I'm your host, Sussan Mourad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.